Jackson's Journeys, London, England, day 1. Let's try some English breakfast. A tour of the Westminster Abbey. You're not allowed to take photos in there, but it's really cool. A lot nicer than the Vatican, actually. I recommend it for anybody who comes by. Check it out. Check out the Churchill War Rooms. So I noticed in some of the earlier clips that I was looking kind of dirty, kind of scruffy. So I had myself a shave. Time to hit the town for the night. Time to rest. Jackson's Journeys, London, day 2. Just taking a walk along the South River bank. On my way over to St. Paul's Cathedral.
The footage you see here, this is taken from the 1890s, early 1900s. It also features the first known video recording of the bridge being raised, and that's taken from 1920. Throughout the film, you'll be able to see how busy the streets were with traffic and trade and how congested London Bridge had become. That's why there was a competition run for a new crossing for London, and that's how Tower Bridge was created.
Now we've got our foundations, we can build the piers and the wall frames down.
Tower Bridge, standing on glass. scary.
Well, mine's on something weird. Mine's on 53.
Now, the day before that battle, as Richard arrived at Bosworth Field, he would gather his generals round him in a half circle. He then sat down on a low, dry stone wall. And there in the dirt in front of him, he then mapped out the plan of attack, right down to the very last detail. However, early the next morning, as he arrayed his troops along that battlefront to face his foe, at the very last minute, he was deserted by Lord Stanley and 7,000 men. But in desperation with that defeated force, Richard launched an attack, and it was there in the thick of the battle, he would be dismounted from his horse. King Richard fell to the ground with a crash. But despite the weight of that heavy armor, despite that bodily deformity, he managed to get himself up on one knee. Up went the sword in defense, along with that cry, a horse, my kingdom, but a horse. But there on the ground, he was slain. And according to legend, his body was then hacked to pieces. The little brick building next to it on the green is number 5 at Tower Green, the home of the gentleman jailer. And that is where the Lady Jane Grey would be held a prisoner before her execution. Her young husband Guildford would be held in this tower here. It's behind that arched window, and in there he had sat and carved his wife's name on the walls twice. There are many inscriptions, however, on the wall of that tower left by prisoners. Some of them go back over 500 years, and you can go in later and read them. Access to that tower is where the blue lamppost is there. And here on the green, where this piece of modern art is the site of the private execution site upon Tower Green. And it was here where the 6 savage executions took place within the tower. There was one man, Robert Devereux, the 2nd Earl of Essex, and 5 women. 3 of those women would be Queens of England.
St. Paul's. Tried this morning, but they weren't open yet, so here we are now. Once again, no pictures. Lunchtime, gonna get some fish and chips. Hey there, it's about 9 p.m. now. Just woke up from a nap. Fell asleep about 4 o'clock. Basically, I walked so much today. If you can see this map here, I'm staying here somewhere abouts. And I walked across this way, all the way over to London Bridge, St. Paul's, and back, obviously. So, kind of burned out. Just up now, and gonna hit the town for the night. Came out in the bar in London. Last call is at 11 p.m. Way too early to stop drinking.